What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Here we're finishing off what was supposed to be Tank Destroyer Week with the FV4005. This is a British tank destroyer at a battle rating at 6.7 and includes a 183mm cannon which fires only one type of shell, that being HESH. HESH is an interesting shell in that its damage is very random. It's very RNG. You could set two of the same tank side by side to one another, shoot them both in the exact same spot, and get two different results as far as the crude damage and the number of modifications or modules in the tank damaged. It's very RNG, and it's unfortunate because the shell is actually the best part of this vehicle. The FV has it's an enormous box that's mounted on the hull of a Centurion. Now, the Centurion hull has very good armor. Got 76mm on the hull, but the turret itself, which does rotate about 45 degrees to the left and the right, the turret itself is only 14mm thick, and it's pathetic. It's straight up pathetic. There's no there's no sugarcoating it. 14mm can be penned by, I believe, every single tank in the game, including self-propelled anti-air guns. Now, some belts for the SPAs won't be able to pen this. So for example, those that have just high explosive, those won't be able to do anything. But most people who are using their SPA in the field, out of their spawn, will have some sort of armor-piercing shell loaded, and those will chew through you without any difficulty whatsoever. So, it's got no discernible armor on the turret, which is its biggest portion, and it has an absurd reload. Even on an expertly trained crew, you're looking at a 35.3 second reload. If you happen to either play this vehicle a lot or you purchase with the Golden Eagles the Ace crew, you're still looking at 33.3 seconds for a reload. 33 seconds for a reload is more like what you would expect on the autoloader reload for the French tanks. Not to reload a single shell, but to reload the entire clip of rounds. And so when you combine a horrible reload with armor which is completely and utterly useless, you have what can only be described as a support tank at best. The FV4005 is a World of Tanks tank. It's not a War Thunder tank. And what I mean by that is in World of Tanks, every vehicle is given a certain amount of hit points. Once you run out of hit points, you die. This is what this tank needs, honestly, is a health bar. It needs a health bar, because a single shot can and will kill you in this thing. But in World of Tanks, you're probably not going to be one shot very often, because of the health bar and the way damage works in comparison to this. So you have to have a good tank to back this up, because you will die quite often in this. Because no matter how careful you are, you're eventually going to get flanked or bombed or rocketed. Yeah, even though rockets aren't very good anymore, with 14mm of armor on the turret, you're not going to survive very many rockets or bombs, or, well, anything really. A little bitty Kugel Blitz can come up and one-shot you with like 5 bullets. It's embarrassing how awful the armor is on this vehicle. So how do you play this thing? Well, you kind of saw it on that last map, Abandoned Factory, where I tried to play it kind of passively, let other people do the brunt of the heavy lifting, and that's kind of what I'm going to do here. There's something smoked up. Can't tell what it is, but it's firing a machine gun, so I can easily spot it through the cloud, and one shot right through the lower front plate as I take out the driver, which was one of the last remaining crew members. And look out, buddy! There's one right there in front of you. If you're not looking at the right direction, it's so easy to get one shot on this map. There's just so many little alleys back here. And pull back and wait. That's really all you can do, is wait. If you don't wait for your gun to repair, you end up getting nearly one shot like I did on that King Tiger in the last game. I thought that the King Tiger got shot in the turret from the north side of the building, so I pushed out, fully expecting to one-shot the side, get the driver or something, and of course, gunner was still there. I ended up getting my butt handed to me. Another tank poking out. The Type 60 Japanese tank. You don't see too many of these guys. Very stealthily poke out and take him out. That's not much of a challenge. Of course, stealthy, you have to use that word in quotations just about, because this thing, it's the size of a barn, honestly. If you haven't noticed, the upper portion of the turret actually extends up in the back half. So you give your opponents another, I don't know, 8 inches maybe of additional area to hit. And that has happened where I thought I was being protected behind some pipes on a abandoned factory, and I got shot in the upper lip that's on the back half of the turret. And I got one shot by Panther 2. Even when you think you're safe, hiding behind large objects, you're really not safe. Come on, T-34, stop shooting your machine guns. I can't see. Come on, buddy. I can't see a damn thing. Oh, it's a Yag Tiger. Hello. Oh, that wasn't very good. Took out the lower part of his tank, and the T-34 got smoked. Yeah, sorry, buddy. He did the right thing, though. You know, he's trying to protect himself by blinding whoever was firing at him, but it didn't work out for him. And the funny thing about the Yag Tiger is you can't kill it reliably by hitting the upper part of the upper front plate. What I find is the best way to kill it is to hit the very top corner on the right side. That seems to get the gunner, at least some of the times. You know, sometimes all it gets is the driver. It's like I said earlier, the damage output on this thing it's so RNG, and that's basically HESH in a nutshell. I aimed at the center mass, or close to the center of the upper plate, and saw all I got was the driver and possibly the gun barrel. Thankfully, I had an ally in the area who could clean up the kill. But you're really limited by the armor and the reload to playing a back seat to everyone else. It feels like you're watching someone else play a game, and you only get to participate every 35 seconds. That doesn't mean you can't have fun, of course. I mean, one shot in a leopard is always fun. But here we go, waiting another 35 seconds before I can even fire the gun. After a while, it gets on your nerves, and you just want action. You know, one of my favorite streamers to watch is Dr. Disrespect, and he has a saying of violence, speed, and momentum. That's kind of what you can expect when you visit his stream. It's always action-packed. It's always fun. You really can't say the same thing about this. It doesn't have the reload or the armor to really do much of anything other than play a very slow-paced, very passive role in a game, and it's just not that much fun. At the end of the day, it's just not that fun of a tank to play. And this is how I usually meet my end, with violence, speed, and momentum from an airplane, with about 5 shots into my tank. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.